Hi everyone, CeeChronicles here. Welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My content is mostly fragrance based in case you're here for the first time, but I do throw in some fashion and lifestyle videos as well as some vlogs. So I would appreciate if you consider joining the family. All you have to do is click the subscribe button and join the family. I also want to acknowledge my returning subscribers. Thank you guys for always supporting this channel. You are appreciated. Also give me a follow on Instagram. I go by the name CeeChronicles there. I'm here with 10 fall fragrance recommendations in case you were wondering which fragrances would be best to transition from summer to fall. I have picked 10 that I felt in my collection I would wear in fall. Number one being YSL Lib. This I have picked up because it is, to me, it's a perfect unisex fragrance, guys. But the combination of the florals in here, it's a double lavender fragrance with some jasmine there and some orange blossom. And I felt, this would be a perfect fragrance with a unisex vibe. I always say this, in as much as it's marketed for women, this YSL Lib to me gives me perfect unisex vibes. I mean, men can pull this off, no problem. Warm florals with that musk accord is the reason why I thought this would be perfect for fall. Number two is just a fragrance that I've had in my collection. I'm actually going to bring a full review of 007 James Bond 007 Perfume. I haven't done a review for this one yet, but the reason why I put this one here as a recommendation is, to me, this is a no-brainer. It is your warm, spicy, embery, cinnamon, fruity floral, and it is not groundbreaking, but because it's just easy, it's an easy reach and nice enough, I thought this is just one fragrance that if you wanted something on a budget, you could consider wearing this. And it's a it's just a one of those that you just spritz on after the shower, or if you're just doing some stuff around the house, or if you like the scent profile so much, it is even wearable, I mean, for any occasion. Next one is going to be Portrait of a Lady. The reason why I put Portrait of a Lady is, I know this one is a bit on the pricey side, but this I feel is a great transitional scent into fall because of that raspberry note. It has that raspberry, very juicy raspberry there, and also has some rose and some patchouli together with some sandalwood. But I feel this is a fragrance that is a no-brainer when it comes to the fall season. My number 4 is gonna be from Lattafa, the House of Lattafa, Kashabi by Lattafa. This fragrance is I found this one, it's a mix of a lot of fragrance. A lot of fragrances come to mind when I pick up this. It is a citrus. It has orange and some bergamot, if I'm not mistaken. I'm just trying to remember. But I know it is a woodsy citrus, okay? And it has a touch of sweetness. That citrus has some sweetness there. But it is mass appealing, easy reach, and I thought it's pleasant enough to wear in the fall. It is, of course, marketed for men, and it has that musky base, if that is something that ticks your boxes. This is, I think, something that is a no-brainer because of that woodiness in it. Although it is citrusy, it is citrus forward. My number 4 is going to be this one. This is Rich Lady by La Muse, but this happens to be a very accurate dupe of Paco Rabanne's Lady Million, and this is the reason why I put it here. It does have that shampooiness to it, and it translates Lady Million quite well. I no longer own Lady Million. It was my signature scent for a while before I became a YouTuber. I used to, I was just obsessed with the bottle. I found the bottle really pretty. So when I came across this fragrance, I just bought it, and you can see by the dent that I do, use it quite a lot. It is another easy reach warm scent with that patchouli and honey, and it also has hints of bitter orange. It smells shampooy, like I said in the beginning, very rich. It has that rich vibe, there. So I felt this is also something that would be perfect, as a recommendation for you. Elie Sab Le Parfum is going to be on my number 5. Reason why I've picked this one is I've tried it in winter, I've tried it in summer. Basically, I've tried it in winter and summer, and the only season I haven't tried it for is fall. This to me is a challenging fragrance. The honey, the way it interprets here from the nozzle, it smells perfect. I love how it smells from the nozzle. Just putting your nose here, and it is one fragrance that up to now I have a love and hate relationship with this fragrance. So I'm thinking maybe trying it in the fall might work. I don't know. It is mature in nature, but it is forward on that honey. So I will see how that works. But I thought maybe let me just put it here as a recommendation in case it works for somebody there, for somebody out there as well, because I've tried it winter, summer. I've basically tried it all 3 seasons except the fall. So it's gonna be a fragrance that I might have to come back and tell you how it worked, I guess. Okay, so next up is going to be this one, Tropical Boost by Zara. Okay, Zara's Tropical Boost is a dupe of Marc Jacobs Perfect, and I think this is one of the most one of the well-made Zara's out there. I haven't done a full review of this one. I'm going to bring it later on the channel. Tropical Boost, though it doesn't really give me tropical vibes, I decided to include it here because it is a fruity floral. It has like a creaminess there, perfect pineapple if you're looking for something like that. Very creamy in nature because of I think it's got almond, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm mistaken, then but I think it's got an almond there that adds some like creaminess to it. It is a bright jasmine scent with a very it's an inoffensive, no-brainer type of fragrance, and it's also youthful in nature, young at heart. So Tropical Boost I had to put here as my number 7. Number 8 is going to be this one from Fragrance World. Okay, Vanilla Bouquet. This is for the guys out there. Okay, I know it is this is another one. When you just put your nose out here, you could swear like putting my nose here, it smells very feminine, but this dries down masculine, a lot like what I get from YSL Lip. YSL Lip has got that masculine thing in it. In as much as I would want to claim it as a feminine fragrance, to me, to my nose, it just translates as a unisex fragrance, and that is what I get from Vanilla Bouquet. So it's obviously going to be your vanilla there. It's earthy in nature. It does have a patchouli, also has some creaminess that wraps around these notes. Okay, has some cedar there as well. Very perfect scent for the gents out there, and I had to put it here on my top 10 fall fragrance recommendations. Mon Guerlain, and please take note, this is the Eau d'Autorité. Okay, this is the EDT, this is not the EDP. However, I feel both the EDP, EDT, and the Intense would work for fall, okay, because this to me is just an all-rounder fragrance. This is a fragrance that's suitable for all occasions, all seasons, every day, safe, crowd pleasing, especially this one. Maybe the Intense might not be as safe because that is quite, on the heavy side, but I find this one is non-offensive. It's just a fragrance that you can reach for and wear all year round. So for that reason, I decided to include it here. Last but not least, and I hope I got all 10, because sometimes when I go through my fragrances this fast, I then realize that I missed one or something. Last but not least is going to be Amir Al Oud Intense, and this is from Lattafa. So this is your smoky, intense, spicy scent, woodsy in nature. There's a lot of spiciness going on there. There is some cloves there, some chestnut, if I'm not mistaken, some vanilla as well. It's a very vanilla forward fragrance, but it's cozy, and it's the coziness that made me choose this one as a perfect fall scent. So there you have it, guys. I've run through 10 fragrances that I feel are ideal for fall, and these are fragrances within my collection. Obviously, there's a lot more out there, but I just had to work with what I had. CeeChronicles is my name. Thank you so much for joining me today. Let me know in the comment section if there are some fragrances that you intend wearing for fall. These fragrances here, I can actually, attest that I'm okay with all of them, except for the Perfume, the Sable Parfum. That is the one that I actually want to test for, just the fall. If it doesn't work, then I'm gonna have to maybe just let it go, because it hasn't worked for all the other seasons. So thank you so much for joining me today. Like this video if you like it, comment if you want to comment, turn on post notifications as well. That way you will be notified anytime I upload a video. Thank you so much, guys, for joining me today, and remember, smelling good is a form of good manners. Cheers.